Hey, how are y'all doing? I am Miss Flowers. We are live on Instagram, uh, Facebook, and YouTube. Yesterday, I did a video talking to the ladies about heart disease and being a strong black woman and how I connect the two. So today, I wanted to talk to the men, and I got one guy that he said all the men are being called to the front. But I wanted to separate it because even though really I could have did it together, but I didn't. Because black men and black women are neck and neck when it comes to heart disease. It's men make up 60% and women make up about 57%. So it's really neck and neck. And it's probably more than that because a lot of time people aren't going to the doctor until it's too late. But I wanted to talk to the men because you men set the tone in the household. Especially if you are the man of the house and you know you're the man of the house, nobody got to tell you that you're the man of the house. If you are the man of the house, you set the tone in the household. So if you're sick, who's taking care of your family if something happens to you? And I could have said that to the ladies, but I didn't. But if you're the man of the house and you provide and you protect, who's going to provide and protect your family if something happens to you? And not for nothing, if something pop off and you got heart issues, to a certain extent, I know some of you will really handle it, but if it got down to really fighting for your life, and you got heart issues and you got all this stuff going on, you can hardly breathe walking up the stairs, you could hardly breathe taking a few steps, or you could hardly breathe, doing simple things. Yeah, something pop off, adrenaline gonna pop on, but I think as the man of the house, you definitely set the tone and you definitely are there to protect and provide, but you can't protect and provide if you're sick. You can't take care of everybody else if you're sick. And I think a lot of times nobody's really talking. There are people out there talking to the men, but nobody's really talking to the men as, we need y'all. I know it's a whole bunch of nonsense going around. We need y'all. The kids need y'all. So when the kids see y'all, because at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody say. They could be with mommy all day long, all the time. At the end of the day, you men that are stand-up men that are taking care of your family, y'all set the tone for that family. So when the kids see y'all doing something, it's like, oh, what he doing? Oh, he's eating different. He's not eating what he usually eats. He's not drinking like he's usually drinking. He's not smoking cigarettes. The kids see that. The kids are always paying attention. And even if you don't got kids, it's kids around you they paying attention. Trust me. Even the kids around you pay attention. You might be the favorite uncle, the favorite big cousin. Those kids pay attention to you. Like I said, y'all set the tone. So when it comes down to, obesity, smoking cigarettes, alcohol, all that stuff to basically try to relax, but in reality, y'all still got problems. Everybody has problems, but a lot of men are not dealing with their issues. And then when something really happens, the only emotion that you're displaying is anger. Because as black men, I grew up with black men. Don't cry. Don't cry. If you cry, you're a punk. You ain't supposed to cry. Nope. That's just not heard of. And everybody has emotions, but most of the black men that I know, their only emotion is anger. When something happens, they're angry. And the only time they do show another emotion is if somebody dies. That's the most of the black men that I know in my life. The only time I've ever seen them not show anger, and the only emotion that they shown sadness, unhappy, is when somebody passes. So as black men, and I'm only speaking from the outside looking in, y'all need to go talk to somebody too. There's nothing wrong with talking to people. Let me go back. There's nothing wrong with talking to the right people. There's nothing wrong with going to see a therapist. There are black therapists. There are black male therapists out there. I interviewed one for my podcast. They are out there. You just have to go find them. There's not a lot, but they are out there. And stop thinking that you don't want to burden your girlfriend, your wife, your baby mom, or whoever. You don't want to burden those people. You don't want to burden those people. That's fine. But go talk to somebody. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you think that I'm not gonna go talk to these people. I'm not gonna go talk to these people. You need to talk to somebody, because on the inside, stuff is bubbling up, and you're gonna bust sooner or later, and it's gonna be an outburst of anger. It's gonna be, well, what he so angry for? What is he so mad for? How come nobody knows what's going on? Nobody knew how mad he was. You need to go talk to somebody, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with talking to somebody. I know, like, a lot of things that girls do, a lot of guys think, like, because growing up, like I said, I know a little black boy cry, you better stop crying. Better cut that crying out. You're a man, don't cry. And it's kind of like, well, how else am I supposed to display my emotions? Because I'm a man, that means I can't cry. I'm a man, that means I can't be sad. I'm a man, I'm supposed to just suck it up and move on. And it's just like, why aren't there I mean, there are not a lot of support groups for men, but if you go looking for the help, you're going to find it. And there's nothing wrong with asking for help. You just got to ask the right people. And I think that's a lot of times people, they talk to the wrong person, and they're talking to people that can't help themselves. But as the protector and the provider of your family, even if you don't have kids, I'm sure some people you're ready to go to war for. And as you being ready to go to war, you need to take that same energy and put it into your health. You need to take that same energy and go take a walk. You need to take that same energy and go see that doctor and see what's really going on. Because I know a lot of times people are scared to go to the doctor because they think the doctor is going to tell them something bad. And sometimes they will. But that's not a reason to not go, to not try to get the situation figured out. And that's why you have people like me, and there's so many other people. I mean, even if you went to a guy herbalist and talked to a guy herbalist, talk to somebody. It's somebody out there. I'm telling you, somebody out there that can help you as a man. And I don't think it's said enough, but y'all need to go to therapy too. And I'm big on therapy. Like I said, I interviewed a black therapist, and even he said, sometimes it's not always therapy. Sometimes it's a group. Sometimes it's one of your friends that you can really say, this is going on, and he not looking at you funny, or he not calling you a punk, and he has an understanding, because we kind of get with people that we're like sometimes, most of the time. So they kind of have understanding of what you're going through. And there's nothing wrong with talking to the right people. And I gotta say that, because a lot of times people talk to the wrong people. And I know some of you might feel like you can't talk to your wife, you can't talk to your baby mom, because some women are brutal, and they'll be the first ones to call you a punk and say, you need to suck it up. But men are out here committing suicide. And it's like, if you could listen to your homegirl, why you can't listen to your man? I don't know. But I'm talking to you men today. So we got to work on that. I can't display my emotions. We got to work on that, keeping my emotions inside and bottled up. Work on the obesity, the drinking, the smoking cigarettes especially. People smoke weed and whatever it is with weed, but you can make weed tea. You don't even have to smoke weed. I'm probably going to get flagged for saying that, but it is what it is. But it's an herb, and people just do things to it and manipulate it and make it whatever. But as a man, the protector and provider, you got to think to yourself, if I'm not around to protect and provide for my family, who is? If you're not taking care of yourself, you're not taking care of your family. And that's just what it is. Hey, Aaron, you're late. And that's just what it is. So I just wanted to get up here real quick, talk to the fellas, and I'll talk to you guys later.